But the thing is, like, I was just cautious of the fact that the way you just described it sounded quite strict, like water, coffee. But if you were to let people see your week, you have cheat meals where you totally off reservoir and you kind of do what you want.
My local pub does an amazing Indian pizza, and I still have that. I had that last Friday.
And a few beers, like
few beers, couple of beers last night. I don't feel in any way restricted. I mean, the squash is one thing, but again, it's not a restriction. I'm pretty confident that I could have a couple of pints of that now and it wouldn't really matter, but I actually don't want it. So that's fine. But definitely not restricted. That's the kind of the whole reason why I think it's working so well, and the reason why I can maintain it, because I am still eating. I probably feel like I'm at the point where if I really wanted that Mars bar, I could have it. I just don't, which is good.
It's good to know. It's good to know what you can and can't do in order to make the results that you want. So essentially, clearly defined structure and framework of, if you do X, Y, and Z, you're going to lose weight. If you do X and Y, you're going to maintain. And if you don't do any of it, you're probably going to put back on again. So it's good to have that kind of framework for you to know whether you're sticking within it, not sticking within it, and so forth.
Yeah, and I think that's part of that educational part of the journey, really, for me, is like, yes, I've had some big weeks in terms of weight loss, but then other weeks have been less so on weight, but I've still lost some size. And also, I think we're able to reflect back and understand why that's happening. So there, a couple of weeks ago, I didn't have the greatest week of the 9, but I had been out for an Indian. I'd had beers. I went out with the boys for a drinking session.
Pretty heavy
beers, and I had lunch with the kids, and I had my favourite chocolate brownie ice cream slice from the pub. So but I still lost weight that week. So it just wasn't as much. But it kind of shows me, and probably you can understand how when I get to a certain weight, you'll be able to manage it. So like, yes, every now and then we're going to have that worse week, if you want to call it that. But as long as you can kind of know that you can straight away get back to where you were, get back into that good mindset, you'll just lose it, and I think the ability to know that you can kind of maybe play around with 1 to 3 kilos, that's fine. You go on holiday, or half term like it is this week, I'm going to do some things with the kids, and I don't want to be, oh no, I don't want to have some of your ice cream because I'm on a diet. That's not the life I want. So, I think that being able to know that actually, I think, you said to me around the 85-15 rule. So kind of understanding that a couple of times a week doesn't matter. Do what you need to do. As long as the rest is on point, then things will be fine. And that's true. And I think that's helped me not beat myself up. I think when you're on those more restrictive, or you're weighing things, if you then have that bad day, or you're out in town with the family and they just, spur of the moment decide you're going to have lunch, can't really go into too many restaurants, like walk into Nando's and say, can I have 220 grams of chicken breast, please?
You can try that, and I've seen people try that, and I've seen the look they get, so it's probably best.
Or just start walking around handy scales, like, just weigh that out, cut it a bit off.
Like a dodgy drug dealer dealing Nando's chicken. I think control, essentially, is like you actually feel like you have control over the process because you understand the process. It's not just me giving you a set of things to go away and do. We discussed why. You mentioned the education side. I tried to help you understand the reasons why behind everything so that you're informed. And obviously that's worked with the nutritional side, the dietary side.